Hello. So let's continue. Let's pose these characters using as reference the sketches that I leave somewhere around here. Amazing. Let's go. Let's move all of these towards the front. And what I'm going to do is using this rough sketch to trace on top with Merrick's. That's it. That's it. Oops, maybe more opacity. Yeah, something like that. And then I'm blocking this. And now it's just about moving pieces around. And this is the same process that I use for all my scenes. Doing a rough blocking, and on top of that rough blocking, using the rig and moving the parts around until I get the shapes that I want, aiming to have a very beautiful flow between all my parts of the characters and avoid making this look cut out. And there's nothing bad about it looking cut out. It's just a decision of wanting to make all of this looks better. We can do better than that. There you go. Oopsie. Boom, boom, boom. Connecting. We're not seeing here too much stuff, but still I want to connect all of these parts. Awesome. Here also moving the deformers around so everything is connecting properly. All the lines are very soft. Here, this leg here, a little bit down, and I'm creating an S shape from here all the way to here. Awesome. And then this moves like this, this like this. Amazing. Anyways, afterwards I will enable the render view and check all the little details that I can fix around the sleeves, giving the sleeve this curve here so it's feeling that it's going away in perspective, giving this extra feeling of depth, something like this. Back. Wait, this is this. Yes. And this one comes like here, like oopa, here, and something like I can cheat this part a bit. There you go. Now I can get rid of this end and think. Let's see. Now before getting rid of that hand, let's draw the new hand here. Awesome. So the brush, black, increase. You see these lines, wobbly lines that happens here? It's because I'm using the iPad and it's giving me those horrible lines. Maybe if I use this, yeah, it's not that bad here. So here, I start designing my line, but also let me just decrease here so I can see more of the line. Boop. Boop. And here I can improve what I did on my rough pass. No. Let's try to improve this. There you go. Opa? Yeah. One lining all the way there. Get out of here. Awesome. Even if I start, it will be alright. Guys, if I'm not listening to music while I work, Sleepy, pee, 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 pee. Awful. It's never too late. I'm feeling better with my flu, by the way. I'm talking if I were to have like a community. I was sick a few days ago. There you go. And now I'm using this pencil tool to open these things like this so it connects properly with that line over there. No. Something like this. Yes. I'd rather connect it here on top so I'm not losing volumes in the inside. And well, I'm not doing my best to explain here because my main intention with these videos, as I mentioned before, is just documenting all my process and recording all my process so it's there. And if people can find something useful for this, amazing. But the main intention is, well, the main goal is to create short films and to enjoy the process of making short films and becoming a better artist while doing short films. So, and I will be sharing everything, all my thought process and all my adventure here. And if you can get something from this, amazing. Most of the time when I see artists that I admire online and I see their finished work, sometimes I am like, dude, I wish I could see how they do certain part of their short films. And in some way, I feel like the magic will get lost. But I'm still curious sometimes. And yeah, what I want to just do here is share all of that process with you guys. Where is Ramon? Here. It's never too late. There you go. Color, 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 color. Huh? Oopa. And I'm also exposing all the mistakes that I make along the way. Like for example, scene 3, I have to make that scene from scratch again. I have to animate that scene again from scratch because of the changes that I made here. Because I actually was able to make sense of the position of the arms, and that will change not only the direction of the silhouette on the previous scene, but also the silhouette in itself, and that will change the animation. So I'm curious to see how I'm going to solve that. But I'm not overthinking about it. That's a problem for the Henry of the future. So amazing. Here we drew this hand. Now, oof, I was missing this thumb here. And then I'm just making this outline a bit thicker on the outside, just to follow the style of the project. Here, there you go. Everything up. Come on. Oh, where I drew that on the overlay, of course. Black, awesome. Now I can paint this skin. Paint. Paint. This is an animation video, not a painting video. Then this arm also changed into something like this. Now here, I don't want to do a layering stuff and blah 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 and putting one finger on top of the other. So I'm going to do some magic stuff around. See, I'm going to have a line there. Then I'm going to have another line here. Get out of here. And what else here? This thumb. There you go. Boomba. nail. No. Awesome. And here, this hand will connect here like this. So what I'm going to do here is draw a line here to avoid moving some pieces on top and some pieces behind. I'm going to just draw this hand on top of this other hand and cheat around during the animation process. Let's see if that works. Otherwise, I'll have to go the long way of putting all of these fingers in different layers and blah 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 that I don't want to do. Oopsie. Come on. There you go, and these two will connect here eventually. And black. Now. Wait, maybe this line can also overlap here. And these, something like this. Awesome. Now let's clean the line from thick to thin, because those are the rules that I established here. Oof. Taking Back Sunday, guys. Highly recommended band for you right now. Henry, what do you hear when you animate? Everything. Sometimes reggaeton, sometimes electronic, sometimes, most of the time, rock. And do I listen to music while I work? Of course. And then here, I can keep making this line thicker, thicker here, a bit thicker there. Amazing. Now, closing gaps around, closing gaps, closing gaps, closing gaps, closing gaps, closing gaps. And I'll move all of this to the line art. And on the color art, I will transfer the information of the line art and paint this. Come on, paint, la concha de madre. Awesome. Now nails. Where are you here? Awesome. Now I move this towards the front. Awesome. And because I drew those black lines on top of this, I'm hiding that I'm not layering this arm. I'm just putting it on top. I know you know. Awesome. Okay, here is messing a little bit with my beautiful arm, so I'm going to do some layering on the overlay layer like this. Book, overlay, and coming here. Where's the overlay? Let me create an overlay layer. This overlay layer will not be affected by the outer patch of this arm. So I'm going to grab this outer patch and put it maybe here. This outer patch, this overlay, put it there. You see? Now it's not affecting there. I'm a genius. Amazing. I drew this thumb differently, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that one. Now, what is this breaking this? Oh, this is the head. Get out of here. Amazing. Solved. Now, I'm following the notes that I leave here. It's like, I want this to leave that empty space there, so that's what I'm doing here. Awesome. Here I want the eyelids to go up, so that's what I'm doing here. Boop, up. And then I'm deforming this, so they have that shape order. And that's the thing. My drawings are telling me what to do and how to move each piece of this character. I don't know if this happens to you, but every time that I see one of my animations finish, I'm like, yeah, because I feel it's magic. Animation is some kind of magic in which if you don't see the process, you can get surprised by the animation. It's like, wow, how this person did that. But the moment that you work on animation, or the moment that I work on my animation, it's like I already know all the hidden secrets and stuff that I put on it. So it's like no, it's not impressive for me, which in some ways sucks. I wonder if for I didn't put deformers on this, and I don't want to. I want to keep that flat. I wonder if for musicians it's the same thing. I wonder if musicians can enjoy their own music. Awesome. What is this? Oh, the hip. Now here, I don't have an auto patch here of this part with this part. No, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to delete this line. Yeah, I don't care about destroying the rig here because it's just for this scene. And this scene will not, the position, the pose in this rig on this scene, it will stay there. Let's see how this looks like. Yep. And this other part of the leg, I just hide it around here. Hide it properly, right? There you go. And then this part. Awesome. There you go. Oopa. What is this thing here? There you go. These have to connect properly. So we don't have any bumps around this part. You see this bump? I'll fix it later. I'll fix it during the polishing pass. Awesome, we have this dude there. This dude, the eyelids of this dude will come up to something like this. Here, here, here. Awesome. Now the mouth of this dude open here. Opens here. This comes like this. And I'm just tracing on top of all this. This thing is cutting to something here. Yeah, this part. I'll polish that shape later. This connects here with the line of the neck. What the heck? Trying to keep everything clean. I have no idea what I did without the former, so I'm just leaving that thing there. I'll make this teeth a bit smaller so it doesn't look scary. And this cuts this lip. Oh, it's not cutting there. There you go, something like that. Now the ears. Now the ears will come like this. Awesome. This will come like this here. Amazing. This part will come like this here. And here. Awesome. Maybe more tapered here towards the bottom. Awesome. Now this dude, I think I didn't put eyelids on this, so I'm just going to duplicate this eye and draw here. I will draw here. Where's John? Tom. I will draw the eyelid here. Back. Get rid of this. And this is the color of the skin. I'm going to create a darker color for the eyelid. And there you go. Simple like that. Now this nose should be with the outer patch here. Now the nose, this nose should be on the line art. Yeah, line art. There you go. Now it's working. And should have the same deformer that I have here. Nodes, duplicate selected nodes. Next time that I open a new scene with this dude, I'll remember that and update the nose of this character. It's not working? The deformer is not working? Oopa. There you go. And the mouth open. Oopa! The Apple Pencil doing crazy stuff. I put a lot of deformers here. Why? That is actually bothering me. So that's something to update too. Come on, dude. Then this mouth will go like this, up. What is this? The head? I should put a cutter there. Okay. I have no time to rig this dude. Let's try to move things around. Opa. Ojo. Ojo. Opa. Ojo. There you go. And this, I can just hide this thing. These ears, we can put it there. There you go. Designing the negative space also, because the negative space is as important as the space that we are creating within the character. What the let's disappear this. Now this dude, how many issues are you going to cause me? Nothing. Pop. Why? There you go, amazing. Just tracing on top of the drawovers. There you go. What is this? What is this? Okay, this part should be awesome. What is this? The head. This should be like this. What is this now? Oh, this is the hair. Hair, get out of here. Oh, and this, this comes like this. Ojo. There you go. No, why can I move the nose? There you go. Amazing. I can even move this line a bit that way. There you go. And the ears. We're moving to animation. We're getting closer to start animating. There you go. What is that? There you go. Get out of here. What is that? Can you move this on top? No, it's cutting my hair there. I can just take these, move a bit up. Over. Down. There you go. All good. I want to open this mouth a bit more. I hope I'm recording everything well. Awesome. There you go. We are ready to start animating because I'm going to play around this pose. See? Okay, grid. Get out of here. Let's hide also the rough. I have to polish some stuff around. Okay, the BG. Not bad. Let's polish and move some stuff around to have some brand new eyes. I'll flip this in. We need to connect this part better. Let's fix this here. Awesome. All good there. Here this line is too thin. Let's make that line a bit thicker. What is happening here? Yeah, it's okay there. Okay, this line here at the bottom should be thicker. Same as this line here. This line here, okay, thicker. This line here is weird. I need to take some volume from the inside. But now it's it's cutting with that. Maybe something like this. Oopa. Not bad. This line comes a bit more up. Beautiful, beautiful baby. I hate this thumb with all my life. Henry, with all your life? Yeah. This thumb I need to be more thick. These two lines, see how they're connecting. They're not connecting. Of course. So these have the correct thumb, but these have the correct outline. Amazing. You see those lines, right? It's this. It's this dude that is messing with me. But I cannot do anything because I love Apple. And if you love Windows, sorry. There you go. I'm not happy. I'm not sad about this. I'm okay. Going to hide this arm behind this. Yeah. This. I want the thickness of these teeth to be thicker. Oopa. This is a pen tool that is messing. Actually, I regret about the negative space there. Screw the negative space there. There you go. Amazing. Beautiful. Time to animate! What is happening with you, dog? Wow, I really did a bad job with this. There you go. Maybe it's because it's not having the magical properties activated. Line thickness. There you go. This is why. 0 to 100. So I'm telling here the software, hey, don't smooth this line at all. Don't even touch it, or I'll get super mad. Nah. Oof, it worked. No idea. There you go, beautiful lines. I don't care if I'm breaking everything around. What is this? Is a nose that is behaving super stupidly? Is the nose. Stupidity fixed. Beautiful. What else? This doesn't have the magic trick neither. Jaw line thickness, no. 0 to 100. So I'm telling like, hey, the deformation, please don't even consider. Should be working. Then I just have to massage this around until it stops behaving stupidly. Oopa, what I'm doing around here? Boomba. We can move this a bit up. That tail don't even consider showing here. Amazing. I think it's too messy, the things happening here. So I'm going to grab this dude and move her back a bit more. Yeah. Now what is happening here in the neck? You know, guys, I think I will stop doing cutout animation and I will start doing AI animation. Maybe. What the? Look at this connection here that looks like the Michelangelo painting. There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Nah. Me when I'm getting tired, just stretching things away. Awesome. This eye should be more that way. Yep. Now, beautiful. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Some weird stuff happening here that is ruining my beautiful moment with this painting. Maybe this eye, I can leave some negative space here at the bottom between the pupil and the eyes. Better. There you go. That's it. Goodbye. No. 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 There you go. What else? Nothing else. Let's animate. Let's go. BG. So what is happening? Where's the animatic? What time is it? 36 minutes. That's okay. Kiki 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 kiki. Kiki 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 kiki. Let me there you go. Let's go. Oh, it's moving the fingers here. So it's a loop. For this dude, is a loop. No, la concha de madre. I have to animate the fingers. How am I going to animate the fingers? Should I create the formers? Look, this is the hand. I'm going to create another layer that I'm going to call fingers. I'm going to add a new layer, a new peg. I'm going to connect all of these to the form. And this connects here. No, what? This connects around there. And here I'm going to cut the fingers from this hand. Now before I do some stupidity, let me... Come on, connect. Ah, la concha de madre. How can I make this animation simple? I can do frame by frame. Let's do frame by frame. I don't want to rig. I'm tired of rigging. Okay, frame by frame. Just moving these things around. Yeah, it's just some frames, Henry. Just some frames. Okay. Oh, I don't have to even redraw. I can just scoop, copy, move around, take these, and connect these two dots here. Let's flip to see. Okay, the base should stay there, and something like this. Maybe here I can rotate this a bit. Here a bit. Is that what he's doing in the animatic? No, actually it's not flexing, it's just moving. So okay, from here to here, all good. All good, all good. Now, what the? Tell me that I duplicate this. Amazing. I love my life when I do things properly. Okay, the overlay. I'm animating on the overlay. No, why I have too many things, dude? Okay, get out of here. The line art is the one that is correct. Okay. I'm going to grab the line art of this. I'm going to be animating on the line art. Let's go again. There you go. Move these parts around like this. No. This could be a little bit down because it's moving in an arc. Something like this. Awesome. This also, if it's moving in an arc, shouldn't go up, should go down. So I'm like trying to animate, like cut out animation with the lines. Poop. What time is it? 7:40. Okay. Something like this. Bam, 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 bam. Maybe here at the top I can open this a bit. Maybe this is not that curvy here. And maybe this goes a bit up. Beautiful. Now a color art. Now I have to paint this part again. So I'm eyedropping this to copy the color. There you go, in here. Also too, again, there you go. So we have this animation. And on top of this, I can add. Okay, let's slow out here. Let's duplicate this hand and move this a bit down. And the colors here, I get rid of this. Oopa, get out of here. Copy and paste this again. Opa. No, okay, I'm animating on the line art. All the overlay things, get out of here. So I'm having there. No, awful, awful, awful. Let's see if this loops works and I can just polish some stuff. I'm so lazy, dude, when I'm animating this shit. Now, just that little movement for the finger here. No idea how this is going to look like. Boom. No, this spacing is super bad. Okay, let's do the other way. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oopa, there you go. Stay there. Fingers. There you go. Connect here. Oopa. Connect here. Hand. Come here. Dudes. Amazing. I'm thinking. Finger 2, add. Boom, boom. Fingers. Boom. This come here. Now I'm going to auto patch all of you guys. Boom. Auto patch here. Up. boom, boom, bum, boom, boom, bum. Alt, boom, boom, bum. Okay, the other patch here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Cutter here. Then cutter here. Outer patch here. Outer patch here. The hand. Line art. In my mind, I'm like, just do a traditional dude, but I'm like, I don't want to. Because if I make some mistake on the silhouette, I'm done with that animation. I have to animate everything again. So if I made something bad with the silhouette, I can just come here and modify the fingers animation. One finger here, another finger here, and for the hand, let's get rid of these fingers. Where is this color coming from? Of course, the color art. There you go. So this finger here, the color art will be here. And the other finger, let's put the color art something around here. Amazing. Paint, la concha de tu madre. Paint, there you go. Awesome. We can move. We can move. Now, of course, it's really on the incorrect layer. Now, oopa, 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 oopa. This comes here, and from here, let's draw the extreme of this pose. So we'll go like this. Let's add a deformer on this baby boy, deformation chain, and let's add just a deformer like this. Oopa! I'm having issues with Toon Boom Harmony, so I have to close the software and open it again. Until that, hello. I'm making a short film about a three-headed mutant chihuahua that is fighting against a giant air fryer in underpants. Crazy, huh? There you go. Full advertisement here. There you go. See? Actually, I can add also here another deformer, just to have more control. There you go. So back, frame. And now here I can track the arcs. For example, the arcs of these fingers sucks completely. Now it's better. Better. There you go. Oopa! Here I can add some animation to keep the character alive. There you go. I will add some breathing later. So it's like quack. Let's add some slow in and slow out, super even here. not a big deal. 44, 44, pa, pa, pum. Then frame. Then I will loop all of this, but before looping, I will mark here where's the start of my loop, mark frame red. And here, well, this is the same one here, so copy and paste, and then I will just copy and paste multiple times. Multiple times, and poof, light goes off here. So here I'll copy this frame again, get rid of this. Here, poof, we stop the loop. Nice. See, that's why I didn't want to do the traditional. Traditional will take me a lot of time, and I won't have the smoothness that I have here. Well, I could, but if I put a lot of time, and I don't want to put time on that. I have some crazy action sequence that I will die animating on. Now, let's add some breath movement to this dude. So now the loop here will be all of this. The thing is, like, the animation that I have for the fingers will not be deleted if I just open this peg and then I work on top of this peg only. But if I close this peg and I delete everything, it will delete everything on the inside. See, when I close it, all the frames behind it, below it, whatever, are going to stay there. But now that I break this by opening this first, I'm able to have another animation here. So I'm moving subtly the character here. It's like breathing here. I can just add some slow in, slow out. Too much. 33, 0, 0, 33, 44, 44, awesome. Yep. And then I'll break this. It's super subtle, but it's just to keep the character alive. Oopa. Too much, but I don't care. Maybe here at the beginning I can start with the eyes not that close. This is like the final frame, and here I can close the eyes. So maybe I can mark this frame, and here I can open the eyelids a bit more. Move the pupil a bit. Even the eyebrow can go a bit lower. And then what I can do is grab all the group of the eye, here, delete all these frames, and animate from here to here. And actually, the eyebrow should move down, not up. So we'll start here, and then we'll go like this. There you go. And I'll delete all of these that I don't need anymore. Then I will slow out strong for this pose, and slow out slowly, and then slow in strong, even more strong. 77. There you go. Bam, 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 bam. Got all of this. Maybe I can add a blink here, a blink 182. And then pop, move this, and this like this. And I can also squash this part just to add more of a feeling of a bounciness into the things, more squashy and stretchy things here. Also, I can even grab the mouth and close the mouth a bit on this blink. And then grabbing the over of the head and squash a bit. Then this blink is faster, super fast. Oopa, I didn't grab the head. So the head entirely. This will be. And that will add a slow out here, slow in, slow out here, slow in here, slow out here. Faster. Awesome. And then I can overlap some stuff around, for example, the mouth. Can delay some frames here so it doesn't start and ends at the same time. See? And I can add some settle there on the lip. And some slow in here. Now the eyebrow can also have another timing. Where is this piercing connected to? Should be connected with the eyebrow. So let's create another eyebrow. P. Now you know what? Let's connect this directly to the eyebrow. Now I'm grabbing these. Just move this a bit there. Awesome. Now I can grab the eyebrow and delay the eyebrow a bit. So the eyebrow follows the eye. And it can even end up later. Yep. Then I can slow in this even more. Awesome. Boom. Light goes off. Light goes off here, and yeah, I'll continue the other animation in another video, but this is the starting point of blocking the characters and start animating. And I also show some tricks on how I treat the slow ins and slow outs, how I create a little rig system for the fingers to have a smooth animation and don't have to do it manually frame by frame, and how I animate and how can I create this synchronization overlapping in the timing in different pieces just by grabbing them around the timeline. And I have this animation which is simple and it's what I need for this scene. And the same thing I'll do with the dogs, maybe like so yeah, that's something that I'm going to be exploring on the next videos. Bye! Boop.